Pam's going to demonstrate if a bear was charging where her bear spray is and how to get that quickly.
Our relatively young kids at the time playing down there in the water.
But I'm not liking the look of that up there.
She's pretty determined.
Definitely not liking the look of this. Remember when you're up in the mountains of Colorado? It just rains. It rains pretty much every day.
We're passing Idaho Springs. That's a cute little town. And it looks like a lot of fun stuff. Also looks like it's a home base for some rafting companies. Should we go rafting?
Not right now.
We are actually on our way to the Breckenridge area. We're going to do a little more boondocking in this Lance, meeting up with some friends, Joe and Dawn. We're pretty excited about it, but we're about to cross the Eisenhower Tunnel, which, in case anyone isn't aware, it's the highest tunnel. Wait, you tell it.
We think it's the highest tunnel.
Oh, maybe we should research this.
We'll go with it, and if we're wrong, we'll correct it, because that's how it goes with this channel. At 11,112 feet, the Eisenhower Tunnel is, in fact, the highest tunnel in the world. We did this 2 years ago with the Alliance, and that was, I had a little consternation with that, with this truck, even though it's a 1-ton diesel. And we took the Paradigm across it, and no issues. Now, it was a much prettier day, and there wasn't a lot of construction on 70 as there is now. But we got the little guy with us, and it'll be curious how it performs when we go down that 6%
grade,
that 6 mile, 6% grade out of the Eisenhower Tunnel. But I have every confidence in the truck's ability to do what it needs to do. My ability, a little suspect, but
I don't know. Based on some of the driving for cars around us so far, it's not even your ability. It's other, and the fact that we've been in 2 accidents since January, which were neither of them our fault.
One was standing still and one was close to standing still. So pretty sure.
I mean, like, drivers are insane around here. It's awful.
The last time we did this drive in September 2022, it was a glorious day. We got up. I'll show you some of that video with taking the Alliance, but the aspens were, yellow. It was just beautiful. Anyway, we're going to there we get back. We're going to a recreation.gov campground. No water even, so we had to bring in water. We get to where carrying about 20 gallons. I didn't want to fill it, just because that's 45 gallons up and over 11,000 feet. Didn't need to carry that. And then we go to a full hookup site a couple days after that. So 20 gallons should be good to get us there and for the couple days. But no power, no water, no dump, and that's what boondocking is in a national forest.
I would say we're still kind of getting our feet wet in that, because we did it once. What was it, 4 days?
Yeah,
and it was fine.
It was fine.
It was fine. So I'm excited to get back out there. One thing I'm thankful that we've never had to use. Of course, we don't drive these mountains in the winter, but look. arrived to the campground here in Dillon, and we've been smelling fuel, and all of a sudden we look and it's coming out of the engine again.
Here.
Oh my gosh, this has been such a nightmare.
All right, so you see that? So we got into Silverthorne after we came through the Eisenhower Tunnel, and Pam started smelling fuel. And I'm like, well, you know, I filled up the gas jug for the generator because we are boondocking here, beautiful place. I filled up the gas jug, and I thought, well, maybe the altitude, maybe the gas jug, maybe the cap, you know, just kind of loosened up or popped off. We got here, and the diesel fuel was leaking again. So we got in, we're like, what are we going to do? And we called a bunch of places. Oh, Ford, I love you, but man, you have got it. We'll tell you what the issue was here in a second. Called Ford dealership, couldn't get in for 2 weeks. Anyway, the reason we're up here is we're meeting Joe and Dawn. Now they're fellow Alliance owners.
Saved the day.
But they did a great, even though we're in Alliance, we're still, you know, we have our Alliance, but even though we're in Alliance, they said, we're still family, we're still friends. So
we haven't sold it. So you sell it?
I actually mentioned their name in the video previously, but I forgot how to say their last name. And Joe just reminded me, and he did it very forcefully after he fixed the issue. It's not Shank, it's Shenik. Joe and Dawn Shenik. They're fellow Alliance Paradigm 310 owners.
Yep.
And they've just started their
adventure. So
2 months ago.
So Joe, he's got, these are not even my safety glasses. These are Joe's safety glasses. Here you go. We used Joe's phone because my phone wouldn't work. Pam was, trying to get hold of Meka. Dawn's calling place. She's got diesel mechanics coming in from Utah or something like that. But so we cleaned up the bottom of the engine and started looking at it, and then we said, let's try and start it. And I saw diesel pour out of the bottom. I thought I saw it, but Joe said, no, it's pouring out of the top. And he found it. And what'd you do? You clicked it.
Yeah, I just reconnected that connector. It was not connected correctly.
Not connected correctly. And that, who knows when that happened, but clearly
it had to have happened along the way because we haven't
smelled it. As soon as we came out of the tunnel,
it just might have vibrated loose.
Yeah. So here's what it is.
Based on the roads in Denver,
that's probably what it is. So it was this connector right there. Right there. And if you remember, we've had diesel. So the fuel filter blew up on us coming out of Texas last year, and that all was predicated based on the battery exploding. But that little connector came loose, and diesel fluid poured out of there and saved the day because the Ford dealership couldn't get us in for 2 weeks. So there'll be some bourbon happening tonight. And it was going to be Joe's bourbon, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be Ken's bourbon at this point. So we want to thank them for coming over. First, the poor guys, they rode up on their bikes. They're big mountain bikers. And they rode up, they saw we come in, and they're like, oh, there's Ken and Pam. And Ken's got the look on his face like somebody just took his best friend.
I not only were we thankful to see him for several reasons, but also to keep you calm.
Yeah.
It was a major.
And that's not easy to do, by the way. They haven't seen me blow up, but they know. They're New York, New Jersey. Yeah. They get it.
It's all the same.
They get the short temper. We're all short tempered. So anyway, now we can start our boondocking experience.
Do we need to neutralize the
diesel fuel? Yeah, we're now in a fire hazard. So anyway, thank you, Joe and Dawn, for showing up, for getting, for telling us about this campground because it looks beautiful, and thanks for fixing my diesel truck. That's
how much do we owe you?
I know.
Besides dinner.
All right.
A beer.
Leave a comment below. How much should we write the check for? Because it probably just saved me $1,000. So anyway, now we're gonna start. I'm gonna start having fun. So
let's go. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Probably should have done this earlier, but we've already started the hike. This is lily pad number 550. I didn't realize there was that many lily pad hiking trails. but we're with Dawn and Joe again. And we're not mountain biking because they're big mountain bikers, and we don't have our mountain bikes with. We would probably definitely, if we had them with, we would do it. Not the kind of trails you guys do, but the kind of trails that we do, which are like kiddie trails compared to the kind of trails they do. So we're just
analyzing the trail.
Yeah, yeah. She's like, I can pedal that, but this is a great hike. It starts. You go what'd you say, about a 15 degree for what, 200 yards maybe or something like that, and so you're basically out of wind by the time you start the hike, but it does level out, and now you're in this beautiful, just typical Colorado high country forest. And so we hope there's not more elevation, because it's been pleasurable so far, and we'd like to keep it that way. Meka's not even breathing that hard. Meka,
She barely touched your.
let's go. Anyway, this is supposed to go to a lake.
She liked that.
Lily Pond.
Lily Pond Lake. Does it have lily ponds on it? We don't know. I guess we'll find out. But
Because the reviews said that everything's in full bloom, which we've seen a lot of.
do you notice what just happened there? So Pam,
I'm sorry.
Pam got a drink of water.
I'm sorry.
And guess who's carrying all the water?
I have one too. I have one too.
Yeah, because that backpack just got about 8 pounds heavier. So anyway, we're going to keep going. This is beautiful. We'll give you a little bit more of a little footage of this. Okay, one last thing before we go. There was we didn't see any bear signs, so that's a good thing. Because a lot of times they'll say there's been a bear spotted, and so far we didn't see that. But I just want to demonstrate how not to wear your bear spray. So notice I'm wearing my bear spray in the proper position. So Pam's going to demonstrate if a bear was charging where her bear spray is and how to get that quickly. So let's watch.
Back there somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Okay, here comes the bear. Here comes the bear. Bear. He's coming. Okay, he's 3 feet away. Oh, okay.
Well, it probably is not a good idea.
So leave a comment below if you've ever seen a bear. If that was enough time for her to get her bear spray and prepared. I'm voting no.
I'd say no too.
Yeah, but she's just going to grab my bear spray and then she's going to.
But you're the protector, so.
Okay.
So
There is an expiration date on these. We probably need to check on that before we go to the Tetons. The aforementioned Lily Pond Lake, and that's why they call it Lily Pond Lake hike. But apparently there's another pond up here we're going to go check out. So we just ran into a park volunteer, and she said there was a moose spotted this morning, and actually we passed by the spot where the moose was spotted. So we didn't spot the moose that they spotted. But we're going to go to the next lake and check it out. So far the rain's holding off, which is good.
I probably couldn't get her out if I let go. And I normally have her on a extendable one. She does.
All right, we finished up the hike. It was a good hike.
It was a good hike.
We had some lunch. We're at the Outer Range Brewery. And what better way to finish up a hike with lunch, but to also adorn our sticker on the pole of stickers. So Pam's going to go ahead and do the honors. A sticker pole. Kind of like what I said with the bear spray. That's not how you put a sticker on.
Our coffee down in the morning.
So what do you do after you take a hike and then you put your sticker on the pole after you eat lunch? You go take another hike. But I'm not liking the look of that up there. Definitely not liking the look of this. Yeah, might need to head back. We probably should hit that, yeah. All right. She's got to go. We have to go because this is coming this way. That's Colorado in the summer. We had a great time with Joe and Dawn. We want to thank them again for one, fixing our truck, and two is also telling us about this campground. It was amazing. Check out their Facebook page, Joe and Dawn's Retirement Adventures. We love this campground and area so much, we came back just a few weeks later. I don't know that there's any more quintessential Colorado town than there is Breckenridge. I mean, you could argue, you know, Ouray and some others more kind of older style, but Breckenridge is just synonymous with just great summertime fun, skiing. Just to be clear, skiing is not a summertime activity. In fact, I think there's, between Breckenridge, Keystone, Arapahoe Basin, I mean, there's 3 or 4, maybe even more ski areas, but Breckenridge itself. And we've skied here before. And I'm not a good skier.
Many years ago. Well, actually, it wasn't. I skied here only about 3 years ago.
Yeah, with Carson, that's. But
2 years
I mean, I'm not a good skier, as we've said before in this channel. But probably about every place I'd like to ski, Breckenridge, because I think the greens are a little bit. They're just fun. But anyway, what's fascinating about here is
what's fascinating about here is the flowers are absolutely stunning. But anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. And she's not lying, but it's also very distracting a lot. But no, anyway, what I was saying is that it's fun to come back. And we've been back up here, but not to this spot. But we actually stood right down here 22 years ago. We came up here on a summer vacation with our friends Mark and Stacy and their kids, Marissa and Allison at the time, with our kids, Madison and Jordan.
Was it 22 years ago?
That was 22 years ago, yeah.
Oh, wow.
2002. And we stood
Honestly,
in this exact same spot. A lot's changed.
It seems like it's longer than 22 years.
Well, it's 2002, it's 2024.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just 22 years
Yeah.
ago.
I
Anyway.
can still see our relatively young kids at the time playing down there in the water, like some of these are.
Yeah, they've added a lot of construction here with new things, but anyway, we're going to walk through the town of Breckenridge, take you along with us, but like I said, very quintessential Colorado town. You know, some may say that it's very commercialized, and it is, but it's absolutely beautiful. So much to do, mountain biking, you go to the ski resorts, and there's still, you know, they take the gondolas up and whatnot.
And there's rain.
It's about to start raining here, so let's take you through Breckenridge. Shopped for albums, and well, since they made albums a long time ago, but very cool. You know, the worst part is I have kind of a stack of albums that I've kept with me for years and stored them probably not very responsibly, and got some great albums. I'm not sure how they are anymore, but would love to give them away to somebody to enjoy them as much as I enjoyed them. If they don't like go could skip around a lot, so I don't know. That album shop was pretty good.
Was it?
If I saw a turntable, I'd have to buy one.
Did you take your picture with Gene Simmons?
I didn't, but I saw all the stuff they have, which after just seeing John Anderson, yeah, I got to go back and reminisce now.